Last month, I was talking about how we use the word I in our writing. And so this month, it's all about you. Here's the thing. Pronouns, that I and you, mark who's speaking and who's listening in a conversation. So they are really important when we are talking to each other because they identify the speaker, I, and the listener, you. But in a conversation, those two spots, who's speaking and who's listening, swap throughout the conversation. We each get a chance to be both in our written messages. Everything we write is already from that I voice. And the reader is the you the whole time. And because of that, it matters how we use the word I and you in our written messages. It sort of works like eye contact. If I'm using the word you in my writing, it feels like I'm looking at you. If I'm using the word I, it feels like I'm looking away. I'm thinking about myself. And so we want to work towards a balance in where I and you appear. The goal is to use the word you more than we would use it in spoken language. Because in spoken language, I'm talking to you, I'm looking at you, I'm gesturing to you, I'm interacting with you, I'm responding to you. I don't have to use the word you because you're right there. But in writing, when I use the word you, I'm showing as the writer that I'm thinking about you as the reader, that I'm trying to engage with you as the reader and connect with you as the reader. And that becomes really important for forming that connection through the written message. The caveat with this is that we don't want to use the word you with negative messages. So if you're writing anything bad, you want to keep the word you out. But if you're writing things that are neutral or positive, you want to put the word you in. And ideally, you want to restructure your messages so that you appears more often than I, without making it weird. Now, part of this conversation about I and you stemmed from some of the topics at the beginning of the year in February and March about writing with AI. And so I want to remind us that our AI writing tools reflect the patterns of human data. Our AI writers can write clear and correct messages. They have been trained to write clearly and to write correctly based on lots and lots of data. But they also write in ways that replicate, recreate, redo. They are just imitating the humans who created them. And so their writing mimics what most people do in their messages. And honestly, what most people do is not totally aligned with what I would recommend. So what you'll see in the written examples for this week, in the tip, in the blog posts, in those messages, is that I've presented a couple of examples. An example, it was AI generated email to represent a post-networking event contact. Pretty normal. You meet somebody at a networking event, you follow up with them in an email. The way that AI generated that email is the way that most of us see all the time. I had a great time talking to you. I would like to connect with you. I do business coaching. I would love to help your business. There's actually 11 I's in the sample message that the AI wrote. And what ends up happening is it looks normal because these are the messages that we get all the time. But that doesn't mean that it works. We see those messages and most of us dismiss them. Yes, I see you selling me something. I'm not interested. So the I voice is both normal and ineffective. It doesn't actually get your reader to want to work with you. What you'll see in the tip in the blog post is a revision that I wrote in which you becomes the forefront of that message. So instead of talking about what I, business person connecting with you after the networking event, can offer you, instead of what I can offer you, it's about what you're doing. And you are interesting and you are cool and you are doing so many awesome things. And then it uses a we should work together. And so there's far less I in the message, because using those pronouns correctly helps us connect and relate. So I'm not saying that anyone's going to buy that business coaching either message, but I'm saying that the I message is what we normally see and what we're used to dismissing. And the you message feels a lot friendlier, warmer, and I'm looking forward to talking to that person in the future. What I want you to consider this month is, where can you put the attention on the reader? Where can you use language to use that word you and show that you are thinking about and caring and interacting with the reader, the you, in your written messages? All right, think about it. Hope it's helpful.